Hello and welcome to Vision Academy. My name is Hanmant Ladwa and in this video we are going to write a program to reverse a given number in C. Let us write the preprocessor directives hash include in angular brace we'll write standard input output.h header file hash include in angular brace we'll write console input output.h header file and now we'll write void main function curly open brace, and here I'm going to declare all the necessary variables that are to be used in a program using the data type int. Here I'm going to write n and one more variable called rev, that is reverse is equal to 0, and I'll take one more variable called digit and the next variable is number and I'll put semicolon. Now let us write clr scr function which is used to clear the screen, and now we'll ask the user to enter the number using printf function. Here I'm going to write in a double quotation mark enter the number, and here we'll close it and put semicolon, end the double quotation mark here, and next we'll write scanf statement, and in a percentage d, that is format specifier, we are going to write put comma ampersand of n. So we have received value for n, and we are going to keep this value n intact as it is in some other variable. Here we have already declared one more variable called number. We are going to keep this originally entered number by the user into number variable. So this n value will be stored in number and it will be intact as it is, because we are going to use this value stored in n in our logic, so it changes its value. In order to keep the original value intact, we have to save it in one more variable. Now let us use the looping structure while n is greater than 0 curly open brace, and here in order to find the digit we have to divide this by 10. So digit is equal to n modular division by 10. Modular division always returns us the remainder. Now let us write rev. So this variable will use reverse is equal to reverse into 10 plus digit. Next statement is n is equal to n integer division by 10. So this particular division always returns us the quotient, curly closing brace, and now we are going to write printf in a double quotation mark. I'm going to write inputted number is equal to percentage d backward slash n and the double quotation mark and number. So here number is holding the actual value. Okay, so put semicolon here. So actual value inserted by the user and it is in turn equated to number, that is the original value. Next we'll write printf and in a double quotation mark I'll write reversed number is equal to percentage d, and here I'm going to write end the double quotation mark and the reverse value is stored in rev variable and put semicolon. Now we'll write get ch function and curly closing brace. Now let us see how exactly this program works. By taking one example, we'll try to understand. Here you can see when we compile and run this program, it will ask the user to enter the number. So here I'm going to write enter the number. Next, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to enter number like 123, for example. Yes, so let us initialize this one in n. It is already stored in variable n. In turn, n is equated to one more variable called number. So here number is holding 123. Now while n is greater than 0, yes, 123 is greater than 0. Condition is true. If this condition is true, then all these three statements will get executed. Let us execute the first statement. Here the first statement is digit is equal to n modular division by 10. What is the value of n? N is 123. 123 modular division by 10. So this always returns us the remainder. 10 ones are 10, 12s are 120. 3 is the remainder. So here we'll get 3. Next we'll write REV is equal to REV. For the first time it is set to 0. Here we'll write 0 into 10 plus digit is what? 3. So 0 into 10 is what? 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. So value of 3 is stored in REV. Next we'll write n is equal to, n is what? N is 123 integer division by 10. So this always returns us the quotient. 10 ones are 10, 12s are 123. So 12 will be stored in n. So here the first iteration is over. Again control transfers to while loop by checking out this condition. What is the value of n now? The value of n is 12. So 12 is greater than 0. Yes, condition is true. Again these three statements will get executed. In the second iteration we are going to execute the first statement. Digit is equal to, what is the value of n now? N is 12. Modular division by 10. So 10 ones are 10 ones are 2 is the remainder. So modular division always returns the remainder. Next statement is reverse REV is equal to, earlier in the first iteration REV was 3. Here we are going to write 3 into 10 plus digit is what now? It is 2. Here we can simplify. 3 tens are 30. 30 plus 2 is 32. Next we'll write n is equal to, n is what? 12. Integer division by 10. So 10 ones are 10 ones are. So this returns the quotient. Here it is 1. So second iteration is over. Now n value is 1. Again control transfers to while loop to check whether n is greater than 0 or not. Here 1 is greater than 0. Condition is once again it is true. Once it is true, these three statements will get executed once again. Here digit is equal to, n is 1 modular division by 10. So as per the basic rule of mathematics, if the numerator is less than denominator, then the numerator acts as a remainder. Here 1 will be the remainder and quotient will be 0. Here the next statement is REV is equal to, REV in the earlier iteration it was 32. Next we'll multiply it with 10 plus digit is what? Digit is 1. Now we'll simplify. 32 tens are 320 plus 1 is 321. Next n is equal to, n is what? 1. Integer division by 10. So whenever the numerator is less than denominator, then the numerator is the remainder and quotient becomes 0. So here integer division returns us the quotient. So quotient becomes 0. So 0 is stored in n. Again control transfers to while loop to check whether n is greater than 0 or not. This time n is equal to 0. So this was the third iteration. Correct? So this condition fails. Once the condition fails, then the control comes out of the looping structure and then it is going to print both of these two statements. What it is going to print? It is going to print the first statement as inputted number is equal to, this percentage d is associated with number. So this variable is holding what? 123. So 123 will be printed. So next, after this backward slash n, cursor come down to the next line and then it is going to print the next statement, reversed number is equal to, this percentage d format specifier is associated with REV. So what is the value of REV? You can see here REV is 321. So which is reverse of 123. So here it is 321. So let us execute this program. For that I will take you to my laptop screen.
Here I have already written this program in Turbo C++ integrated development environment to save your time. Let us compile this program by pressing Alt F9. It is showing success, means there is no syntax error. Next we are going to run this program by pressing Ctrl F9. Here it is asking the user to enter the number. I'm going to enter a 3-digit number. You can enter even 4 5 digit number depending on your requirement. Now I'm going to press enter. Here you can see it is printing inputted number is equal to 123 and the reversed number is equal to 321. I hope you understood this program. If so, please write in the comment box as understood. Thank you.